What's going on, everybody? It's Ricky with Video Homicide, back with episode 5 of the VHS Graveyard. Today we're going to take a look at 3 films from one of my favorite horror masters, Wes Craven. So we're going to start it off with the one that's actually the most recent in this pile. We've got Wes Craven's The People Under the Stairs. Now, this is a film that I remember watching as a kid that was fun because there was a kid star in it, you know what I mean? Whenever they made movies like Leprechaun, Poltergeist, but that was like a little girl. I'm talking about, in Leprechaun there was that boy, in this movie there's Fool, and it's an amazing flick. So basically, this little boy infiltrates the house of these rich cocksucker landlords, and it's a house of horrors, okay, to say the least. But I love the cast in this film. I love the dude, I almost forgot his name, Ving Rhames, for fuck's sakes. I love Ving Rhames. He's not in this film a whole lot, but he plays like this sort of badass dude that's gonna help Fool like learn the fucking break and enter trade. So great ending in this film, and just all around good horror house film, you know what I mean? Even though it's not horror in the supernatural essence, it's more reality shit. So good flick. I'm trying to remember, Brandon Adams is his name. So Brandon Adams plays Fool in this film, and he was actually also in The Sandlot and plenty of other things. But Sandlot and this are definitely the ones I know him from. Moving on to the second film on the list, we've got the oldest film. This is from 1972. I don't know if this was his first film or not, but this is The Last House on the Left, which is fantastic exploitation film, very grindhousey. Rape revenge film, of course. It's one of the most notorious. There are some scenes in here that people often call out. They say it's kind of goofy with like the cop and all that stuff, but nonetheless, this is a great flick, and also spawned an amazing remake. I love that remake. I think it's great. But this movie's definitely stands the test of time in relation to impactful as fuck. This is before Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This is before Freddy Krueger. This is before, a lot of shit. This is before Cannibal Holocaust. This is the fucking early 70s Wes Craven rawness. The only thing that you can really compare this shit to is like Hills Have Eyes, Hills Have Eyes 2, which I've actually got on the fucking shelf up here. There's Hills Have Eyes, one of them. I don't know what the fuck one it is, but I can see Michael Berryman's face. Nonetheless, man, those are great flicks as well. Last House on the Left, though. Now, the last film on the list, and my most favorite film by Wes Craven, is hands down the 1984, I believe, 1984 classic Nightmare on Elm Street. Robert Englund starring as the character Fred Krueger. All right, Heather Langenkamp starring as Nancy, Johnny Depp playing as Glenn. You got Rod, you got Tina. You got a whole lot of childhood torment in this film for me, because to me, this film was one of the scariest of the horror films that were, like at my aunt's house. This would have been a type of film that was at my aunt's place. Fucked up, okay? And I'll point out a few of the scenes that really fucked me up. Even the beginning of this movie, how, you're sort of introduced to Freddy Krueger making his claw his weapon. And it's like that. It's like 16 millimeter. It's like it's a small part of the screen. That fucking freaked me out, And then flash forward a little bit, you got like this just terrifying, idea of being attacked in your dreams. Everyone has nightmares, and everyone has crazy fucked up dreams, but these are the ones that can kill you. Now, not only do you have Freddy Krueger like a badass character, and is scary as fuck, especially when you're a kid, but some of the most scary stuff that happens in this, Freddy Krueger's nowhere to be fucking seen. Like the scene in the hallway where Tina's like in that body bag. Come on, man. That shit, that is some haunting imagery. Like I was not ever scared of Clockwork Orange, because to me it was like, it was innocent in a way, even though there's like a hardcore fucking scene in that film. There's a few hardcore scenes, but to me this was visceral as fuck. And when you see that body bag standing there in the hallway, and like later on when you see Rod like in the jail cell, and like there's that shot where like she's looking down and like Freddy's walking and he like looks up at the fucking camera like oh dude, brutal and fucking freaky as all hell. And even at the scene where Freddy has like the long ass arms, you can say what you want about that now, but dude, I'm telling you, this was the shit of nightmares. That was the thing. I was almost like like, I was forced to watch these films when I think about it. Like, my cousin was watching these, and, like, you know, when I think of my cousin McLean, I think of, like, you know, Chucky, Freddy, Jason, like, Leprechaun, franchise horror stuff. You know, Halloween, if I didn't mention it. Like, Halloween scared the fuck out of us. And now when I watch it, I'm like, this is so fucking tame. Halloween is a very tame film. Like, there's violence in it, of course. I love the film. But if you were to ask me right now, hey, dude, do you want to watch Halloween John Carpenter or Halloween Rob Zombie? I'm taking Rob Zombie all day, man. I think the movie's better. I know it's fucking crazy that I have to admit that on a Wes Craven fucking VHS tape video, but it's just a fact for me, man. I'm trying to think of my favorite scene in Nightmare on Elm Street. It's probably the scene where, you know, at the end of the film when he sort of goes through the fucking Home Alone house of tricks, and you know, I like when she's making all the weapons and stuff like that, puts the shotgun ammunition inside the fucking, or whatever it was, gunpowder inside of a light bulb, and fucking sludge hammer and all that kind of stuff. Obviously there's some amazing deaths in this film. The Tina death where she gets fucking stabbed, like cut open and all that shit on the roof of the fucking, like, you know, they just finished having sex, now you're cut the fuck up. You know, that what happens to Glenn, who the fuck knows? He gets sucked into fucking the bed and then just puked out, man. It's brutal fucking bloody. Like, it's Johnny Depp's first film. Johnny Depp is in some of my favorite films, you know, Blow, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. I'm trying to think, you know, Donnie Brasco. Fuck, man. He's been in some ones that I really like, but definitely Blow and definitely fucking Fear and Loathing, man. Those are classics to me. I even fuck with the Pirates of the Caribbean films, honestly. So this spawned a fucking, you know, an actor that went on to do a lot of fucking stuff, earn a lot of money. You know what I mean? And Freddy Krueger himself earned a lot of money for a lot of people, and it's awesome. This is actually a 2-tape edition sent to me by my buddy Marky. This is the Anchor Bay. Really badass stuff, man. This is great stuff. So Wes Craven, definitely one of my favorite directors. If I can pull them off, it's gonna be too fucking hard. It's gonna be too hard. But there's Hills Have Eyes, I believe, part 2. And then if I move this, yeah, that's part 1. That's part 2. Hills Have Eyes on VHS, which I forget where the fuck I scooped those up on tape. But like now, honestly, like if you look certain shit up, like for instance, I was talking with Sawblade666 on a live stream. And I'd watch one of his videos where he got the Bernie Wrightson Creepy Presents book, which is this one right here. Look this book up. It cost me $21 Canadian when it came out. I got the fucking Steve Ditko one as well. But look that shit up. That's the same shit with VHS tapes, dude. Like, the prices are going up. So like if you know where you can get a score, like if you say you're like, I don't know, even if it's like a $50 thing, you're talking about like a record shop or like movie shop kind of thing, and they got something there on tape that you want, dude, grab that shit while you can, because all this stuff is getting harder and harder to find in the wild. And like, I feel bad for people that want to start a collection, because, you know, you're not going to find old Wes Craven shit. You're not going to find fucking any Italian shit, any Italian horror just flopping around anymore. I mean, if you do, you're lucky as fuck, and kudos to you. But honestly, man, you know, I'm sorry this video didn't get actually released on Wednesday. I totally fucking forgot. Shit happens, you know what I mean? Like I said, I've been knee deep in Dracula films and fucking hashish, so it's crazy, man. There's a lot of Dracula talk happening around this fucking place. A lot of blood sucking, to say the least. So with that being said, I appreciate everybody for watching. Make sure you leave a 666 in the comments. Come back next Wednesday for the season finale of VHS Graveyard here on Video Homicide. The fuck?